Hello Leo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your October tarot forecast. As always, we're going to be taking a look at your love situation, your work and career space, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the months of October. I'm going to start with an oracle deck. Today is the Sacred Traveler deck to get some sense of what's the focus, what's the vibe of the month for you, and at the end I'll also pull some cards from the Hermit Tarot deck with some messages from your person of interest to yourself. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what... Ooh, wow. That was a lot, but yeah, I'll pick up the one that flipped. So remember that this is general reading, so take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. If this is not your story, you may want to check readings for your other placements. I've now done all of them, so if you're checking for your sun sign, you can also check your moon, rising, or Venus. So, Leo, you've got wandering path. Enjoy the journey. I'm getting that a lot with these readings, with the set of readings that I'm doing for all the zodiac signs, actually, which gives me an idea that, this is a collective trend for sure. I'm gonna move this a little before I put my hair on fire. And what's important is that in the month of October, we have our solar eclipse. We are stepping into the Scorpio season, which is all about transformation, right? There's a lot going on astrologically in terms of squares and conjunctions of different planets. So what is happening really is that a lot of changes are coming in for us. And at times they're going to be unexpected, they're going to be sudden, and it's not going to be something that we planned for ourselves, right? That's why there is this big capital letter sign that we all need to remember to stay open-minded and enjoy the process. Do not rush for this specific result that you've aimed for your KPIs at the end of the quarter, so to speak, right? It's all about the process. The process brings benefits as it happens. And of course, always remembering that the divine plans has something, is likely to have something better in plan for you than you do. You just don't know it yet. So yeah, be open-minded. Okay, let's get into tarot. And I decided to switch decks for the last couple of signs that I'm doing, and that includes you, Leo, so I'm using my Thelema deck, one of my most beautiful decks for you. Let's see, what do we have for Leo? Yeah, definitely playing with the fire, literally. We have the Hangman, which is Pisces energies. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Let me move this a little bit so you can see better. Then we have Death, which is Scorpio energy. Now it's just talking about Scorpio season. And Nine of Wands. Okay. For your career space, we have Three of Wands. Setting intentions for something new. Six of Pentacles. Lovely to see in the workspace. Two of Cups. Look at that. Some sort of soul connection at work. It can be someone that is or will be your life partner, your romantic partner, but it might as well be like a mentor or a business partner or a friend, like it's someone that you have a soul contract with. And a lot of times people mistaken the word or the notion of soulmate as if it's somebody who is, your lover, but it's not really the case. Soulmates could be, we have limited number of soulmates along our lifetime, but those are the people who have made contracts with us, or like we made mutual, it's like a binding contract, because usually we are both teaching each other something. We have a lesson to learn from them and they have something to learn from us. And it also means, and I'm gonna break another misconception for you, just listen to it for a moment. Not all soulmates stay with you for life. Again, all the fairy tales I've been hearing are all about like this something eternal, blah blah blah, and of course you are supposed to be together. Sometimes, not necessarily, depends on the kind of contract you have. as soon as the contract is fulfilled, then there is this energy of release where, like sometimes it happens with friends actually, where you've been friends for a while, and after a while you don't really argue with each other. There's nothing like traumatizing that's happening between you two, but somehow you just don't have the same pull to each other anymore. You don't feel like spending time together. You find that you don't really have much to talk about that's in common, that's of interest to each other. And slowly but surely this connection kind of evaporates, this invisible bond between you two, and most likely you will part ways. Some people, of course, stick with each other for different reasons, but that's what happens energetically. So the same here. This soulmate could be there just to accomplish a certain milestone with you so that you can move on to bigger and better things, but you needed that helping hand at this point. I don't know why I'm shuffling again, but I guess I was supposed to shuffle for your advice cards. Okay, the advice. Ace of Swords, always good advice, keep it honest. King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Usually it's about holding back emotionally or in the physical with finances. In this deck, it's actually about finding treasure. It's you finding treasure somewhere where you didn't expect to find it. That's the storyline here. It's very interesting. And it's not like just like you found the treasure and you still need to figure out stuff. It's like you have the key and you can open it, you can use it, right? It's like mission accomplished sort of idea. So Leo, for your connection energy, we have the Hanged Man, the Death, and Nine of Wands. So to be honest, I'm not seeing a lot of conversation with your person, although it might be the case. I don't see a lot of dynamics. So to me, this is more of a solitude time for self-growth, for transforming into something beautiful. And there is a little bit of fear or doubt that I'm sensing here. And that's both in terms of, am I going to be able to pull it off? And secondly, is my person going to be on board with the new me, right? Or if you've already changed, are they going to be on board with how I feel now, what I want to do with my life, right? So it's going to be pretty major change. Both of these are major arcanas, right? And that's why we're seeing it in the love space. So first of all, I don't have separate, it's a good point. Maybe I'll do a custom spread for next month. I don't have a separate place for like just personal growth, but this is as personal as it gets in this love space, because this is like your most intimate connection, right? And it's very important to remember that the most intimate connection is with yourself, of course. So yeah, it's like, you may feel a little bit inexperienced in this new state of you, but it's all normal. And just know that this is all divinely orchestrated, and it's there because you've earned it. That means, that's what I'm getting here, that you've accomplished the previous milestones and you've worked hard, you've shown up, you've proved your commitment to the cause, and now you're ready for this next step. As for your workspace, yeah, so I see some planning, some strategy for the future here, and I also see some rewards in the space of work. First of all, rewards for your labor. You're being recognized for everything that you've contributed, that you've put into the project, whether it's your business or you're working for someone. You will be recognized for those. And like I was saying, there will be an important soul connection at the workspace. So just be open-minded to that. And if you feel like you suddenly get interested in new topics, or this person is quite intriguing, you don't really understand why, but they are, follow it, just go with it. There is something there for you. And like I said, it could be short-term, doesn't have to be for the lifetime. So, just take it in as it unfolds. Okay, the advice is to stay authentic, to stay yourself, because and this is another side of that hidden treasure that you're finding this month. A lot of abundance is awaiting you, awaits Leo, if you manage to pull it off and stay authentic and not get triggered, not get pulled off into different directions, or, you know, like, if you don't fall into the peer pressure of people trying to tell you what to do, or you trying to make everybody happy. That's not really your task. And actually here with the Three of Cups, I'm sensing that there will be a celebration, there will be joy and happiness anyway. And you'll be surprised that actually if you go with what you feel is the right thing to do, there will be even more reason to celebrate. So, you know, more people will be happy, they will be happier, whatever. The happy people will include you, whatever it is, the result of happiness and celebration will be enhanced if you go what your gut feel is telling you is the right thing to do in the situation, whether it's your personal life or professional. Okay, let me get you some messages from your person. Just fixing, there is this amethyst, beautiful amethyst stone that I found in Nevada during my crystal dig in June. Love it. Okay, by the way, my new article on connection to nature is out on my blog. You can check that out. And either today or tomorrow, I'm also going to be, probably tomorrow, I'm going to publish a video of my dance performance last week. It's pretty fun. It's one of those times to kind of get less serious and have some fun. Also, it's definitely a tool for personal growth for me. Messages for Leo from their person. I'm also getting, with regards to this wandering past, that it's important to be saying yes when you get some opportunities. You know, like in the improv theater, where you're supposed to, whatever the previous line was, and it's improvisation. That's why you don't know in advance what the lines are going to be, what the plot is going to be. And it's important to kind of continue the storyline. So whatever the previous person said, or the previous line was, you're supposed to go along with it and kind of develop the storyline. So that's what you're asked to do in this case, to go with it, to trust it, and to develop the storyline as it appears in front of you. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? Love me. Love is the answer. I've never seen both of these cards together. And be more selfish. So it's very interesting, right? Because they say love me, and they also say be more selfish. And that's actually, it may sound a little counterintuitive, but it's actually, it makes total sense. Because in order to love them and to show love to others, you need to show love to yourself first and foremost. And that's why I'm sensing that you're being put in that handman situation, where you have the time to, maybe you're being slowed down on purpose somehow in the physical, where you had plans to do XYZ, but suddenly they don't work out last minute. Don't be surprised if that happens for you, because you're being slowed down on purpose so that you have time to be more selfish, so to speak, but in a good way, right? To give yourself time, energy, joy, care, opportunity to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the journey, to understand where you are on the wandering path. Okay, I hope this has been good for you, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very soon. Until next time, bye.